Hey there everybody, how's it going? It's me, your boy Waddles. Welcome to another video. So, Minecraft Bedrock 1.13 released a couple weeks ago at this point. Also, a couple weeks ago at this point, I put a video out about 1.13 life hacks. That video did pretty well and you guys seem to enjoy that one, so today we're back with a part 2. In today's video, I've got 5 more 1.13 life hacks to share with you. If you like this one and you'd like to see a part 3, leave a like. If we get to 4,000 likes, I can make that happen. Also remember, subscribe if you haven't yet, and there's some limited edition merch down below the video. Let's go ahead and move into our first life hack of the day. The 1.13 update brought these 5 dead coral plants over to Bedrock Edition. These have been on Java Edition for a little while. Now these plants are actually fairly useful for decorating. Check out this wall that I have in front of this modern house that I built. The wall is capped with dead coral plants to make it even more fancy. Dead coral plants are also very useful for, somewhat unsurprisingly, acting as dead plants on the ground. Here we have an abandoned, dried up island with coral plants all over the thing. So yeah, these dead coral plants, they're actually pretty useful for decorating. Now to get these plants, you'll have to kill some normal coral, unfortunately. That means you'll have to find a warm ocean. Now once you find a warm ocean, you'll find a lot of coral. Now of course, you could just rip up the environment and take all of these coral plants home with you, but if you're not a fan of that lifestyle, I don't blame you. I'm really not either. Next time you head to a warm ocean, bring some bone meal and bone meal some of the ocean ground for even more coral plants. Then you can harvest these coral plants without feeling as bad. Just remember to bring a soak touch tool. This mechanic is only going to work in warm oceans though, so make sure you actually find a warm ocean and not just any plain old ocean. So take a look at this village here. It's pretty much just a normal village, aside from the fact that I pulled a lot of the torches out because, obviously torches are bad. So that means this village would be pretty dark at nighttime, right? Well, my friend, that's actually where you are wrong. Take a look at this village in the middle of the night. It's nice and bright, and there's really not that many light sources around. Other than the campfires, there are pretty much no other light sources inside of this town. Now, how is this being done, you ask? Well, I'm actually doing this magic with a brand new block that the 1.13 update added. This block is known as the light block. Now, unfortunately, this is something that's only going to work if you have access to creative mode. You won't be able to do this in your survival world. To get your hands on the light block, you'll actually need to use the command. This light block is not in the creative inventory. So on screen you can see the command, but there's actually one more thing that we need to add to it, because if we don't, then we get a light block that has a light level of 0, and that does absolutely nothing. At the end of this command, you'll want to type a number. Your number should be between 1 and 15. So let's say we want a light block that gives off light level 10. Then we'll add a 10 to the end of this command, hit enter, and then there we go. We have a brand new light block that gives off light level 10 when placed. Now the cool thing about these light blocks is the fact that they're invisible. That means if you're making some kind of cool creative build, you can use these light blocks to create light without actually having to place glowstone or sea lanterns or something like that. If you place a light block down and you're not too happy with this placement, just place another block where the light block is and that light will go away. Again, there are 15 or 16 if you count 0 different light levels that this light block can hold. I'll do you guys a favor and leave this command down in the description below. Slide into a creative world and test this thing out because it's a pretty cool block. This next life hack deals with villagers, and it's actually a pretty quick one. Have you ever had a village in your world and then maybe you had a raid or some pillagers spawn and they ended up hurting your villagers but not quite killing them? Well, I'm sure that's probably happened because raids spawn everywhere now. If that has happened and you want to heal your villagers up, all you have to do is toss them some bread. Give the villagers a little bit of time and they will heal up. The 1.13 update allows villagers to heal themselves with bread. Now this is only going to work with bread, so don't give them potatoes or carrots if you need their health to go back up. Give them bread. Now if your crazy friend decides to join into your world and punch all of your villagers for some reason, well, you can fix that. Get rid of your friend, then give your villagers some bread. Alright, this next life hack is technically illegal, so don't use this in a realm that you don't want to be banned from. Don't use this in a server that you don't want to be banned from. I'm going to show you how to X-ray in Bedrock 1.13. Again, follow your server's rules because you just don't be bad. So, to make this simple X-ray machine, you are going to need 1 sticky piston, 3 redstone dust, a lever, and then a solid block. The solid block can be almost anything that is actually solid. something like cobblestone is perfect. Now to use the machine, you're going to need a glass block of some sort. That could be a normal glass block, a glass pane, or even some kind of colored glass block if you dyed all of your glass pink for some reason. Now grab your supplies and then start heading underground, because you will want to build this X-ray machine under the ground, of course, so you can look through the blocks. The deeper you go, the better. So my X-ray machine over here has not been placed in a very good spot. So start by placing a sticky piston down, then place a redstone dust behind it and over to the side. Then go down one more block and place a redstone dust, and then finally place a lever on the end of that line. I'm not going to take this apart, it's pretty simple to build. Now on that sticky piston, you want a solid block. Now you'll be standing in front of the sticky piston over here to use this thing, but you need to have some solid blocks behind you and on the side of you, like what I have over here. If you're really needing to see through things, you could place even more blocks over here, but that's going to make it really hard to get out of this thing, so you might die if you do that. Just be careful. Now with some glass in hand, go ahead and stand right in front of the block that the sticky piston will push. Make sure you have some walls around you and turn the machine on. You're then put inside of the block. After this, scroll over to your glass and look around. Take a look at the glass on screen. This is actually seeing right through everything. Now I know that there's a cave system over there. This is going to work the same for glass panes as well, which is pretty crazy. Now, for that last demo, I was in creative mode. Watch what happens when we go into this in survival. It's a little more dangerous, so yeah, we're going to need something to fix this thing or we die pretty fast. Now to move out of this thing, just move into an open space and you'll be moved out of the block. So assuming you're using this thing in survival, you probably want either A, a lot of food and you just go in and out of this thing, or B, some potions. I recommend using either a splash potion of regeneration or a splash potion of the Turtle Master. With the regeneration, we'll still take a lot of damage, but it'll start to kind of regenerate after some time. If we use a splash potion of the Turtle Master, however, we'll get slowness, but we'll also get resistance 3, which is really good. Now we're gonna take like almost no damage, which is so nice. This gives you a little bit more time to look around at things and find cave systems that might be dark nearby. So that's how you do it. That's how you X-ray in 1.13 Bedrock. Again, use this at your own risk. You might die, you might get banned from your favorite server, so just be smart about things, but that's how you X-ray. Alright, at least we have made it to the last thing in today's video. But first, if you've made it this far and you haven't left a like yet, or subscribed, you should change both of those things. So, this is my house. Yeah, nice. And this is me. If anyone has ever told you Minecraft Dr. Phil is not real, well, I'm here to show you that Minecraft Dr. Phil is actually indeed real. So I think it's time to slide into the skin creator and do a little skin tutorial. So over in the character creator, go ahead and press edit character on one of your characters. This is how you make Dr. Phil. Click on body and then go to base. You want Alex's base, or you could use this freckled base. Either one of those are going to work just fine. Now Dr. Phil's skin tone is quite pale, so you'll want either this one, or this one. I will be going with the first one. I like this one. So there we go, that's our base. Now we can go ahead and move back over and go to hair. Dr. Phil does not have that much hair. That makes it pretty easy. We need the hairstyle with the least hair, and that happens to be this one right here. Now Dr. Phil's hair color, that's kind of customizable. If you want an older Dr. Phil, you're going to want gray. If you want a younger one, you'll want brown. It's really your call. I'm going with this gray though. I think this kind of fits quite well. The eyes are really up to you. I like these eyes for Dr. Phil, or I like these eyes for Dr. Phil. Either one is pretty cool. This one's definitely a little bit more funny though. Now, Dr. Phil has blue or gray eyes, depending on the picture, so you'll probably want either this eye color or this eye color. If you have eyebrows, you will want light brown eyebrows. The mouth is entirely your call. Dr. Phil can have whatever mouth you'd like, but my favorite mouth is still the grimace, so we're going to leave it at grimace. Facial hair. Dr. Phil has a mustache, so you'll want this mustache right here. The mustache should be a brown color, so pick your favorite one and make that the one. The arms are fine, we can leave those alone. Same with the legs, those are both good as default. The size should be tall and then big arms. So that does it for Dr. Phil's body. Go ahead and close that and move over into style. Now the top that I'm using for Dr. Phil is actually a marketplace one. This is the first thing I've ever bought in the marketplace. It's this slick vest and tie top. If you don't want to spend mine coins, I don't blame you. You could just use maybe like Steve's shirt. That would be fine. You'd have like Dr. Phil Steve, but I got this one, so this is the one for me. This shirt would also work as well, but it's just less Dr. Phil and more random creepy old guy. So I'm gonna go with this one that I bought, but you could use Steve's top or the black shirt. Either one of those is kind of good. This would work too maybe, but with the skin tone, this is kind of creepy looking, so there we go. For the bottom, I'm actually using Steve's default pants. I don't know why they're not really showing in here. Or here they are. These blue jeans. Use the blue jeans. Those are good. They're free too. Outerwear. You can skip that unless you want to buy like a coat for your guy or something. I don't need a coat. I'm fine like this. Headwear, that's hats and stuff. Dr. Phil doesn't really tend to wear any of this stuff. So again, you can skip that. Gloves, skip those. Footwear. Now for your shoes, you've got a few choices. You can really do whatever you'd like. You could do this one, you could do this one. You could even do sneakers. It's really your choice, whatever you're feeling that day. I like the work boots though, so these ones right here. I'm gonna go with the work boots. Face item is like glasses and stuff. We don't need that, so we'll skip that. And then back item is back items, like butterfly wings. If you want Dr. Phil butterfly, you can do that, but it's not worth it to me, so I am skipping that part as well. But after following all of those steps, you should have a character that looks a lot like Dr. Phil. So there you go. That's how you do it, if you've ever wondered. And just like in the last one, if you make any other cool skins, definitely tweet them at me because I love that stuff. If you sent me one last time, big shout out to you. That was awesome. They're beautiful. And so there you go. That is a Minecraft Dr. Phil tutorial. Minecraft Dr. Phil is in fact real, but don't worry, he can't hurt you. And so that just about does it for 5 more 1.13 life hacks. Which one was your favorite? Would you like to see a skin tutorial video where I make a bunch of different skins? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, drop a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should change that so you can stay up to date with the Minecraft community. And thank you very much for watching. On the end screen, I'll leave the first 1.13 life hack video that I made. My name is Waddles. Big shout out to my patron Fred Monster today, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.